Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties. We are 1-0. The goal by Morrison. Puck out to Edwards. Edwards couldn't field it. It's brought into the Gales' offensive zone. And Bobcats bring it the other direction. Stick lift by Marsh. Vargas sends it out. Bobcats try stuffing it short side and covered. Gales win the faceoff, comes back around to Edwards. Edwards trying to find an outlet. Bobcats send it back low at the hash marks along the wall. Billhards gets a stick in there. Couldn't get full separation of the puck. That's a puck in the corner. Billhards comes away with it. And he's going to bring it out himself. Except loses it, and it's straight down into the Gales' defensive zone. Klaus comes in, almost picks it off. And Bobcats come in. Okay, pushes him off the puck. Feeds it up out of the corner. Welch sends it airborne. Bouncing puck to the feet of Klaus. Klaus to Israel. Shot off the pads and into the corner. Fed back around to Klaus. Shot of Welch. Couldn't connect. And puck's fed around the court. Okay, dishes back up. And the Gales will send it back in, forcing the Bobcats into their own zone. Klaus unable to pick that one off. Israel almost got it. Okay, he does. And Port feeds it back up. No one there. Almost picked off by Israel. And Port tips it off the glass to the feet. And Charter and is out into the defensive zone for the Bobcats. And they bring it to the neutral zone. Up to send it in deep. Picked up by Luke Miller. Reversed by Matt Miller. And the Bobcats send it back low to Luke Miller. To Matt Miller. After Israel chips it out to Ross. Dingles around, gets picked off though, push off the puck. Rowe in pursuit. And it comes out. Matt Miller able to hold it in and sends it back up. But not far enough. Matt Miller chips it in as Rowe gets to work along the boards. Batted in the air into the neutral zone, picked up by Luke Miller and fed back in. 7:55 remaining in the first period. Miller trying to clear it, doesn't. He's able to keep it in at the blue line with his back foot. And Fish is able to chip it in a little bit further into the zone. Puck comes out to the blue line. Loose at the crease. Goalie couldn't cover that one. And defense sends around the boards. Gartsky's going to be there to pick it up. Couldn't contain. Does. Sorry, folks. And sends it back low. Gartsky feeds out to Rowe. Fish reverses. Morrison sends it across the goal line and goes back to recover that. Miller comes up. Godino in a foot race. Bobcats have an opportunity, and it's sent wide. Luke Miller chips it into the corner. Shoves the player off the puck. Slowly works his way out to the blue line. Gale's unable to poke check it out. Matt Miller has it in motion. Feeds it across to Morrison in the corner. The Bobcats send it the opposite side. Picked up by the Bobcats mid-ice. Billhards gets a poke check in, and it goes back behind the net around the boards, but Bobcats unable to field that one. Halverson comes in with the body, separates him from the puck. And Bilhars pick it up behind his own net. Lost an edge. Set across the goal line. Send it in the slot. Kick back up. And Gale's able to get the clear. McKay brings it up with Cadino. Support, shot, and save. Marsh, Edwards, Halverson, Luke Miller, and Port. But splits the defense. No icing as Luke Miller gets there first. Bobcats have it at the faceoff dot. And puck goes wide. Sent off to the side to Barkus. Puck down to the blue line. And Bobcats are going to need to regroup. The Scales poke check it into the neutral zone. It's fed across. No icing as Port sends it around to Edwards. Edwards tries fishing it up. Doesn't work. Slow moving puck out into the corner. Sent the opposite direction. Edwards has a man on him. And almost cleared and sent back in the zone. Gales really need to get it clear here as they fish it up to Marsh. Sends it in. That is no icing, they say. Israel dumps it in, sends it to Mark. Machado. Got Klaus at the faceoff dot. Feeds it back to Bilhars. Bilhars one-timer off the skate and goes into the corner. Israel tries feeding it into the crease. A little too much traffic there. Feeds it back to Bilhars. Goes for a crossing pass to Miller, Matt Miller, and hits a stick. Matt Miller is going to bring it back up. And that's going to be offsides. Face off in the neutral zone. Bobcats win it. And puck makes his way in, though. Couldn't field it when it got in the zone. Comes up from Mulgay. Shot. Lots of traffic deflected out wide of the net. And the Bobcats bring it around. Trying to clear the zone. They do. Player takes a hit for his troubles. Miller brings back behind the net. Chips it up. Klaus takes a hit. Comes out to Machado Welch, who sends it down low. 3:28 remaining in the first. Picked up, intercepted by Gorman. Shot off the shoulder pad and wide. Fed back high to Mulcahy. And shot. Sent off to the side. Shot by Luke Miller. Bobcats get the clear. And it's foot race the other direction. Airborne. Saucer pass. Fed up. Picked up. High in the slot. Shot. Pad save out into the corners. And Bobcats send it around the boards the other direction. Gartsy there for the Gales. Fed up, but picked off. And Bobcats bring it the other direction during a change for Gorman. Intercepted by Bilhars. Couldn't hold on to it. Loose at the faceoff dot. Bilhars lifting his stick, trying to disrupt the shot, and he does. As Barkus loves it with 2:31 remaining in the first. Bobcats win the faceoff. Shot. Loose up front. Off the post. And cleared by Gorman. And it's a foot race down the other side. Bobcats get it. Couldn't make it into the neutral zone, though. And they walk it up. Feed into the corner, no icing. Port out to Billhars. Billhars feeds it across. Fish. Godino trying to hit Fish in motion through the slot, but poke checked away. And the Bobcats bring it to the zone. 3-on-2. Going back checks. Bobcats try to send it down low again. And that's going to be offsides as Godino adds a little hit at the end of the play there. Godino, Fish, and Morrison for your forwards. Matt Miller and McKay for your defense. Miller feeds it up, just out of reach of Morrison, though, as Bobcats reverse the other direction. Godino backchecks, and Vargas able to get the save there with 1:32 remaining in the first period. Shot wide up and into the neutral zone. Morrison putting pressure. Godino comes in, and the puck comes to the neutral zone. Bobcats 2-on-2. Loose out front, and Gale's able to pick it up, feed it out to Godino. Godino takes a hard hit as he feeds it in. Fish battling along the corner. 1 minute left in the first period. Hard hit on Fish. Shot by McKay, and that's going to go up and into the netting for a stoppage play. Halverson, Edwards, and Marsh. Marsh tries backhanding it at the net. Couldn't get enough on it. Halverson from the ground feeds it back over to Marsh, who's coming in to support. And a hard hit by Edwards as it goes into the Gales' defensive zone. Billhars able to pick that puck up, gets pushed off it though, over the faceoff dot. Then back down into the corner. Puck behind the net. Shot. Vargas sends it into the corner using his legs. And that's going to be it for the first period. All right, getting ready to kick off the second period. Gales up 1-0 with a goal from Morrison. Go ahead and start out the forward set the same way we started out the game in the first period. Welch, Klaus, Israel, as well as Port and Matt Miller now at the blue line. Bobcats win the faceoff. Chip it up the wall into the neutral zone. Burst. Sent airborne. No one there. Puck still in play. And bouncing puck the other direction. Gales go for a defensive regroup. Send it across. Chipped in. And boys go back to work with 14:30 remaining in the second period. Welch sends it across. Shot. And goal. As Gorman brings it to 2-0. Going to credit Welch. John Welch with the goal. I believe Israel will have an assist on that one. As Welch picked up the rebound from his shot. Edwards, Halverson, and Marsh. Gales control the puck off the faceoff. Marcus fields it out to Luke Miller. John Welch with the goal. Shot. Rebound got fed back out to Matt Miller. Puck went up and over the net. Halverson feeds it into the corner. Marsh out to Charlie Edwards. Takes a hit behind the net, and Bobcats bring it the other direction. Luke Miller puts his hip in it and separate player from the puck to the feet of Edwards. Fed up to Halverson. Couldn't quite get there quick enough. And Halverson takes a huge hit. Slow to get up. As he makes his way back to the bench. Hit just as he passed the puck. Let's see if they call anything for that one. Have two referees for these games. Probably use a third at this level. Still discussing the play with coaches now. It's like we're going to have two players heading into the box for the Bobcats. Gale's going to be on the power play as Halverson gives a thumbs up. Getting looked at. 13:22 remaining in the second period. Ross in for the faceoff. Rowe after Ross. Shot. Chipped up and over the net. Gartsky battling. Puck comes back out to the blue line. Fed back down low. Up to McKay. Shot. Loose out front. Gartsky tries following up the rebound and couldn't get there in time. Fed back down low. And McKay out to Ross. McKay. Rowe. Back to McKay. Couldn't feel that one. It's in the neutral zone. We're going to have to regroup. Fed back across. And that's going to be an icing. Trying to hit Gartsky in motion. And the puck's going to come on back into the Gales' defensive zone. 12:34 remaining in the second period. 42 seconds remaining in the power play. Gales leading 2-0. Bobcats win it. Send it back to the blue line. Shot. Glove save. Arcus. What comes out to Cadino, who sends it out to Billhars, drops it back to Cadino as it brings it in the zone. Out to Fish. To Billhars. To Cadino. Out to Fish. At the dot. Right across. And great sequence by the Gales. Couldn't get it in. Cadino bringing space out to the blue line. Billhars to Cadino. Drops back to Billhars. Shot. Tipped up and over. And pretty sure Bobcat player is going to head back to the box. That's after they just finished clearing the power play. It's a cross check in the back. And the Gales get another minute 30. Get another one in the net. Man advantage. Buck up in the air, comes out. Israel couldn't close up the gap on that side. Barks come out and field it. Okay. Brings it into the neutral zone. He's got speed, dumps it in, and goes for a chase. Fed back across, set the net, into the corner. Fed back out to Ross. Ross able to keep it in the zone. Jill shot, blocker save into the corner. Rowe picks it up. Out to Israel at the faceoff circle. Back to Mulcahy. Rowe. Shot. Goes wide. They're hitting a few bodies. Up center on the boards to Gartsky. Off the wall to Ross. It's back to Ross. Down low to Gartsky. Into the corner. Back to Ross. Okay. 20 seconds left. Rowe feeds it back. Israel able to scoop it up. Chips it down to Gartsky. Israel. And Bobcats able to pick that up. Still battling. And so we're going to get interference. So I'm going to get an interference call now on the Bobcats. And again, just as the penalty was cleared, the Gales will get a third chance. Fish in for the faceoff. Shadow Welch to his right. Bobcats come away with it. Chip it off the wall. Billhars could not stop it. Morrison able to pick it up. Brings it to the neutral zone. Chips it up to himself. Sends around the boards. Back to the point. Out to Fish. Couldn't field it. As Bobcats send around the boards to Godino, waiting along the wall. Walks it up. Couldn't control it. Got back up, and it's going the other direction now. And Gales send it up. Bobcats able to grab it in the neutral zone. After Godino brings it across the the blue line. Back to the point. Billhars. Godino trying to buy some space. Shot just wide of the net. Up to Fish. To Billhars. Godino. Morrison shot deflected off the skater and sent into the corner. Comes back out to Billhars to Fish. Trying to hit Morrison and ends up in the corner. Morrison battling on the back check. Billhars sends around the boards. Bobcats leaving some space, but they keep it in as Vargas will go. Nope, he opts to not go get it. Shot off the post as we're back to 5-on-5 play and covered by Gorman. .8:35 remaining in the second period. Puck just out of reach of Edwards. Edwards throws in a hit down at the goal line. Then backward to Luke Miller, who sends it up. Winger wasn't there. Sent it to the center. Shot. Save. Back at the corner. Luke Miller able to get a stick lift and brings it back behind the net to Marsh. Chips it up. But just out of reach. Miller has it. Lost it. And Marsh is going to bring it up himself. Out to Edwards. Shot off the post. 7:55 remaining. Edwards intercepts the pass through the center. Couldn't hit Marsh, though, as he was in motion. And Bobcats go for a regroup. Chip it up and into the zone as it's like Ross escorts Bobcat player into their own bench. Luke Miller goes in for a hit. It's at the feet. Cross check from above. Player's tied up down behind the net. Bobcats chip it up for a stretch pass, and that's going to be no icing. Not sure what we're doing right now. Was going to be a penalty. Goalie went to the bench and was waved off midway for the delayed penalty. Chipped up in the neutral zone. Bobcats send it across. It's going to be grabbed by Miller. Miller wires it down. That's going to be an icing as both teams look to reset. Quick update from next door. The 16U AA division, the 15U AAA Knights are currently tied 2-2 with OCHC with minute 20 and counting the third period. Those games there will help determine seeding. Puck comes out to the Bobcats. Shot off the player and up and over the net. Bobcats walk it up. Comes out to the hash marks as Gales regroup. Fed up to Rowe. Rowe sends it airborne. Gotsky in hot pursuit. And foot race. Bobcats have it at the feet. Loose with the face-off circle at the hash mark. Shot along the short side, hits the post and rolls back behind the net. Into the high slot. Marcus sends it off to the side. Great save. Player drops a stick. Ends up looking to pin it. Lobbing puck through the neutral zone. Rowe in hot pursuit. Garski brings it along behind the net. Feeds it up to the point. Bilhar's shot, tip, and that's up in the netting. And next door, looks like that game is over. The tie between the Junior Golden Knights 15 AAA and Orange County Hockey Club. The indication Gale should keep the first seed, and the game will be tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time for the 16U team. Intercepted by Godino. Couldn't keep it in the zone as Gales go to regroup. Morrison brings it through the zone. Looking for space. Sends it across. Out to Miller. Miller. Pick up a loose puck. Waiting for some time and space. Deflected in by Morrison. And they're on the forecheck. Send it across. Shot. Goal. Godino. The great pass into the center. And that'll put up the Gales 3-0. Klaus in for the faceoff. Got Welch to his right. Welch able to grab that and dump it in the zone. Keep the pressure with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. Klaus able to get a stick in there. Welch bodied along the boards. Klaus in the corner. Gets tripped up. No call. And Bobcats bring it together direction. Luke Miller's going to get there first. Trying to find a passing lane to Mulcahy. Miller tipped by Welch through the neutral zone. Edwards picks it up. Brings it in. There's a shot earlier that went right off the crossbar. And let's see what's going on here. Looks like we're going to have another penalty. And by the comments from the parents, looks like it's on the Bobcats. All right, 3:56 remaining in the second period. Yale's up 3-0. Shots on net, unknown. Roughing was the penalty. Rowe deflects it. Varsity has it up front. Backhand shot. Loose out in front. And sent and cleared by the Bobcats. As Ross reaching for it. Back out to Ross. Crossing pass. Rowe. Got Garski on the backside. Feeds around the boards to Garski. Back to Rowe. Shot just to. Looks like it may have gone off the goalie's pads. So we'll just wave back to Ross. Saucer pass to Rowe. Mulcahy to Rowe. Shot by Israel. Puck fed into the zone. And they're going to go ahead and call it an icing, saying Gales didn't make the line. 28 seconds remaining in the power play. The face-off is Johnny Fish. Gales come away with it after a shot. Morrison feeds it in the zone. Machado Welch is going to get there first. Dumps it over to Fish. Sends it back up high. Miller. Udino. Miller. Fish going through top shelf. Goes over. 1 second. We are back to 5-on-5 play. Shot goes wide. Extra player for Bobcats. Got to watch out. Udino dropped back to cover. Udino picked up the stretch pass out to Morrison, and Bobcats get the clear. Fish brings it across, sends it in the zone, and goalie covers. Two minutes left in the second period. Gales up 3-0. Klaus with the face-off. Wins it back to Port. Port sends it down into the corner. Klaus throws his body in it. It's got Marsh supporting with Edwards at the face-off dot. Marsh almost picks that off. And Bobcats go offsides. For those who may not have caught the game earlier, these are tournaments using 18U rules, so you don't have tagging up and you can't dump the puck on the penalty kill like you can in high school. So the D1 team's going to need to pivot as they go into league play, as they work in the Anaheim League. The different set of rules. Cleared, but that's going to be an icing. Miller looking for an outlet pass. That's going to come back into Gale's defensive zone. Gales won the faceoff, bring it back into the corner on the weak side. Couldn't field as they tried chipping it in. And Luke Millers makes the red line, chips it in, gets hung up. That could have been a hooking if the ref was anywhere nearby. Shoveled in. Miller loses an edge, goes into the boards. Bobcats looking to bring it out. Missed connection there. And let's see what they call this time. Looks like they're going to call that icing. Nope. Player's going to head to the box for interference as Luke Miller was trying to work his way to the puck. 38.8 seconds in the second period. Minute 30 on the board. Gartsky, Ross, Rowe, Israel, and Kay. Puck wins back to Israel. Shot. Loose out front. Gartsky working the crease. Puck is loose. And they decide to blow it dead. Gartsky, who's been a dominant force in the crease for at least the last two games that I've been streaming. And that's going to be a nice. Nope. Barkas fields that one. Okay. Cleans it up. It's loose in the neutral zone. Israel battles. Goes in a hit for good measure. Feeds it out to Israel. Shot short side off the post and into the netting. Stoppage of play. And Let's see what they're going to do here. Looks like they're going to bring the face-off back into the neutral zone. 1 minute remaining in the power play. 7 seconds left in the period. That's a row. Couldn't get a shot off. 2 seconds. 1. And that's going to be it for the second period. Gales up 3-0. All right, kicking off the third period. 52 seconds remaining in the power play in favor of the Gales. All right. Kicking off the third period, Bill Hars, Matt Miller, Charlie Edwards, John Welch, and waiting for a number. It's like Ross in at center. Bobcats come away with the face-off win. Bill Hars dingles it through, trying to get it deep in the zone and couldn't. Picked up by Matt Miller. Matt Miller looks to make sure we're on sides. Brings it into the corner to try to set something up for the boys. Miller being dogged as it dumps back to Edwards. Sends it across to the crease looking for Marsh. Sorry, I thought that was Machado Welch. It was Marsh. Saw the number 3. Still learning the boys based on posture. Fresh legs for your forwards. Morrison, Dino, Fish. Morrison at center. Picked up by Bill Hars at the blue line. Sends it back into the corner. Tipped up and over. Couldn't be gloved down by Matt Miller. Bill Hars is going to get there first. Sends it out to Bedino. Morrison poke checked. Shot and covered. Now we're back to 5-on-5 play with 14:02 remaining in the third period. Face off from the Gales' offensive zone. Same lineup for your forwards. Defense, Miller, Luke Miller, and Tyson Port. Puck comes out to Port. Shot bouncing. Puck up into the netting. Morrison back in the face-off. Bobcats control this. Picked off by Godino. Sent back around, though. The Bobcats had possession. Tipped up. And the Bobcats work their way into the neutral zone. Pass out of the outside. Shot into the legs of Luke Miller. Luke Miller leaves it for Johnny Fish, who sends it into the zone. Godino stays posted at the blue line as go for a change on defense. And offsides. Generally speaking, you don't want to dangle at the blue line. especially when the rest of your team's in motion. Pass into the faceoff. Bobcats win it. Bobcats having a fairly successful rate on the faceoffs. Bobcats bring it to the zone. 3-2, feed into the center. Backhand deflection and save Marcus. 2 saves now. He's across the goal line. It's back behind the net. Matt Miller presses him. Machado is able to get a stick in there, and during the clear, it's up in the netting. 12:55 remaining in the third. Chipped up into the neutral zone by Gartsky. Gales couldn't field a hip check by Matt Miller. Shot along the short side, and Gales sent it back behind their net. Airborne puck, no, couldn't get the clear as it's fed back down low to Mulcahy. Wobbling puck sent into the Gales defensive zone off the wall, and Bobcats send it in and go for a partial change. Miller reverses it the other direction. Puck airborne, still in play. Send it around the boards. Morrison there to pick it up. Has it at his feet. Poke checked off, though. Up to the blue line. Bill Hart speeds it up. Takes a hit. And puck works its way into the Gales' defensive zone. Mulcahy there to field it. Morrison lost an edge. And that puck sent up and into the penalty box. Where the Bobcats have spent quite a bit of time as of late. 11:40 remaining in the third. Faceoff's going to come back to Gale's defensive zone. Morrison wins it back. Shot from the blue line just to the left of the net. And Bobcats couldn't get the clear. Morrison holding down the fort at the blue line. Edwards comes in to support. Marsh working along the boards. Couldn't get it chipped in. And dumps it in that time. No icing. As Bobcats goalie leaves it there for the defenseman. Winger looking for a passing option, not knowing Edwards is right on his tail. And Luke Miller sends it up to Edwards. Edwards dumps it in. Goalie brushes that off to the side. At the feet of the Bobcats. Bobcats send it across. Great opportunity there. Shot. Save. Defense doing a great job of closing up the gap and helping the goalie out. Puck left behind. Shot through the crease. Cadino comes in with Johnny Fish supporting. Comes out to Port. Port feeds it back down low. Cadino. Gale's bunched up a little bit there along the wall. Fish tries bringing it into the face-off circle. Sent back. They reverse it. Back out to Port. Port returns it to sender as the Bobcats try to get it clear. Feed it up to the feet of the winger. Chipped up. And Gales keep it in play as they dump it back in and go for a full change. Got a player for a stretch pass for Arizona. Arizona brings it across. And poke checked out by Mulcahy. Then back around to Luke Miller in the corner. Ross couldn't hold on to that one. Gale's able to keep on side. Machado Welch hot pursuit. That player lost it and goes back for a regroup. Israel on the ice now. Picked up by Ross. Ross chips it up. Couldn't get to it in time. Loose out front. Welch to Israel. Israel couldn't get a shot off before he was pushed off the play. And that should have been icing. That was a good 2 to 3 feet off. Loose out front on the side of the net. Looked like a goal, and that is going to be a penalty on Luke Miller, as the Gales are going to go on the penalty kill with 8:38 remaining in the third period. Around the boards, gets the clear. Bobcats regroup in the neutral zone. Billhars feeds it up. It's Bobcats defensive zone. Bobcats trying to find a passing option and break into the zone, chip across, and Morrison able to get the clear. Couldn't leave the zone though. Bobcats keep it in play. At the face-off dot, Bobcats player pushed into the walls, taken down by Matt Miller with 50 seconds remaining in the penalty kill for the Gales. Bobcats reverse it, bring it across, and send it to the point. Down to the corner, reverse it. Got a player coming down the slot to keep an eye on, and Gales clear, and that's going to be an icing. Or not. Nope, waved off. Perfect amount of energy. Thank goodness for the snow buildup. Dino able to pickpocket that and bring it the other way. It's one-on-one. He's got Fish supporting. Couldn't get the pass off where he needed it. Left for Godino. Godino has a pin to the boards. 3 seconds remaining. So we're back to 5-on-5. Miller up the box. And Garsky comes in. Fish still holding it along the wall. And the Bobcats bring it through the neutral zone. Poke check, though, by Port. Pinned with 6:44 remaining in the game. Puck makes its way out of the zone. Then back into the middle. Dino gets a stick in there to prevent them from bringing it into the zone. Garsky's going to beat him there. Puck loose out front. Klaus rushing in. And Bobcats bring it the other direction. Hard hit on Josh Billhars. He's got up. Bottom of the faceoff circle. And smart play by Godino, sending it airborne. It's going to get flagged as offsides. You want this or do you want me to take it? Sorry, it's not on the head. Bobcats get the faceoff win and dump it in the zone. Comes up to Billhars in the corner. Billhars trying to field it at his feet. Matt Miller wraps it around the net. Sends it airborne. Glove down and no hand passes. He didn't grab it. Edwards sends it in. Tipped. The chip, so no icing. Goes back the other direction. Billhars reverses it. Comes out to Ross. Ross has Charlie Edwards down low. Tipped by Bobcats. Great sequence by Arizona there. And puck up and in the netting. Stoppage of play with 5:16 in the third period. Miller. McKay, Israel, Morrison, and Machado Welch. Welch gets a stick in there, but the Bobcats are able to get it in the zone. McKay brings it around, reverses it back to Luke Miller. Welch chipped up. Timing was a little off. Morrison able to get a hold of it, though. Brings it through. Reverses picked up by the Bobcats, though. And kept in play by Luke Miller, just out of reach as it goes into the corner. Puck at his feet. Gales able to keep it in. Morrison chips it up to himself, keeps it in play at the blue line. Israel feeds it across. No one there. Okay, shot. Israel going in to tip it. Rowe putting pressure and forcing a pass out wide. Able to keep it in the zone is Arizona as it goes around the boards. Luke Miller will be the first Gale there. Sends it across. Bobcats shot. Glove save. Point blank shot as Vargas makes it look easy. 3:58 remaining in the third period. Gales up 3-0. Shots on goal unknown. Shot blocked by Gartsky. Drops to his knees. It's brushed off the puck. Klaus comes in. Puck's on the back of the net. Comes loose into the corner. And Bobcats bring it the other direction. Pickpocketed, though, by Billhars. Brings it into Gales. Offensive zone. Shot. Goal! 5-hole shot. Make it 4-0. Billhars unassisted goal. A lot of battling with Godino at the face-off circle. Shot, and the goalie sends it up into the corners. Fish brings it back behind the net. It's tangled up. Back to Mulcahy. Fed back up to Fish. Fish trying to send it down low. Got Ross in the slot. Shot. Couldn't get, a pass and a shot by Ross. Godino put it right where it needed to be. Okay, he working along the boards as Gales keep it in play. Ross supporting along the wall. And puck makes it into the neutral zone where McKay's there to regroup. Out to Matt Miller. Intercept the pass. Arizona tries feeding it across. No one there. Except the skate of the Gale. And pass through the legs. Ford was almost able to field that, but that ends up being icing. It's going to come on back to the Gale's defensive zone, where we have 2:29 remaining in the third period. Gales get the clear as Bobcats beat it up to the blue line. Marsh brings it across. Shot. Bouncing puck up in the air. Comes back to Marsh. Marsh gets another shot from behind the goal line. Goalie able to glove that one. Defenseman tumbling backward as Marsh dangled through. Space between the blue line and the top of faceoff circle. Morrison, Edwards, Fish. Forwards, Bill Hars, and Luke Miller on defense. Comes back to Luke Miller. Luke Miller feeds it up to Liam Marsh, and Arizona brings it the other direction. Luke Miller lost an edge. Edwards with a hard hit. Bill Hars feeds it around. No one there, though, to grab it. Comes out to Edwards, who chips it up and waved off is the icing call. Marsh battling in the corner. An extra player comes in for Arizona. Not even trying to play the puck, just playing the body. Bobcats go on the forecheck. 1 minute left in the game as they send it down low. Court there to retrieve. Sends it across. That's going to be an icing. Waiting for the buildup of snow to see if it was going to give the Gales another assist. .2 seconds left in the game. Gales up 4-0. It comes out to Machado Welch, who ends up dumping it in, playing it safe. Has it at his feet. Moves him off the puck. Klaus has a pin. Bobcats bring it the opposite direction. And dumped in by Klaus. It's going to go for a change. Welch comes in. Is pressed off the puck. And puck is airborne. Best tell him to move the puck with 8 seconds left. I think the best thing to do would be to just play this one a little safe. And that'll be it. Gales win it 4-0. And as I understand it, there will be a championship game tomorrow between the first and second place teams, which will be essentially, there will be a rematch. Don't know when, don't know where, don't know if I'll be able to stream it with the 16U game in place. We'll see what happens if the opportunity presents itself. You can be sure that we'll have the championship game live. I will, once we get the times and the rinks figured out, I'll talk to the D1 management and see where things are going to line up. Great game for D1, playing their toughest opponent yet. And a solid performance all around. All right, folks. Thanks for staying up late with us. We'll after 10 o'clock Pacific time. And we may see you tomorrow. If not, good luck Division 1. And have a good night.